Blackmore.
Praying Mantis Kung Fu. Now that is something that we have not really discussed too much out there on the channel. And on top of that, I find that pretty cool. This particular fighting style, because it's not often you see that every day in the world of fighting games, and it's pretty unique to me on that aspect alone. But today's video of fighting style variants, we're going to be going over the three main branches of Praying Mantis, and on top of that discussing Northern Mantis and Southern Mantis, along with why is it that it's such a rare thing to really see in fighting games, and just its inclusion on top of that. So kick your feet up, relax, and enjoy today's episode, folks, because you are in for a treat. Check it out. The 7-star Praying Mantis. This is the most famous and widely practiced branch you'll see out there. The 7 stars refers to the 7 key points used in combat. Think of wrists, elbows, shoulders, hips, knees, just for examples. It's known for powerful, direct attacks and a pretty big focus on hard, external techniques. Think strong stances and forceful strikes, with signature moves that include rapid hand trapping, sweeping leg attacks, joint locks, takedowns, and aggressive forward movement, almost like the Mantis pouncing on its prey. Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat, despite his many different fighting styles over the years, Shaolin Quan, Wing Chun, and 7-star Praying Mantis he has under his belt. You can even see his Mantis Kung Fu not just in Deadly Alliance, but one of the greatest beat-em-ups of the PS2 era, Shaolin Monks, which really expanded the fighting styles for multiple characters in that game to have. Shujinko is another character that uses 7-star Mantis Kung Fu too. Even the cool nature of his fatality being a Kill Bill reference to the 5-finger death punch in Mortal Kombat 1, in which I'm sure his appearance is a nod towards Pai Mei, which is pretty awesome. Next, we have the Plum Blossom Praying Mantis. It is more fluid and intricate than the 7-star. It focuses on circular movements and multi-angle attacks, mimicking the Mantis weaving through a plum blossom tree's branches. There is a heavy focus on counterattacks and deception, using feints and continuous strikes to overwhelm an opponent. Often considered the most complex of the three, blending soft and hard techniques seamlessly. And last of the branches, the 6 Harmonies Praying Mantis. It's a more internal style, integrating principles from Tai Chi and other internal martial arts, rooted in fluidity and adaptability, blending defense and offense into one smooth motion. The name 6 Harmonies refers to unifying the body's external and internal elements from like hands, feet, elbows, knees, shoulders, and hips, moving in harmony with the mind and spirit, along with movements emphasizing control, redirection, and subtle power rather than direct force. Each of these branches represents a different approach to combat, but they all share the signature hooking hands, rapid strikes, and all the trapping techniques. Now, we're going to be discussing the Northern and Southern Praying Mantis in this next segment, but I have to draw comparisons for this because there is a little bit of confusion out there. The Northern and Southern Praying Mantis Kung Fu are pretty different in their styles. So let's go over some more details between the two. Northern praying mantis originated in the Shandong province, China. It was created by Wang Lang during the late Ming or early Qing dynasty. It covers longer range, focusing on kicking, jumping, and quick footwork for maintaining distance. Circular movements using flowing circular motions for deflecting attacks and striking opponents, alongside with a lot of focus on rapid movements and agile footwork for quick attacks and retreats. Think of examples like the 6 Harmony, 8 Steps, and 7-star styles are well-known Northern Praying Mantis styles. Northern Mantis has quite an extensive list of representatives in the fighting game world. We can't give enough credit to Lion from Virtual Fighter. In my honest opinion, he's the best representative for the Northern Mantis style of all time. Some damn good animations on top of it, in which I'm sure it'll be even more crazy for Virtua Fighter 6 if he hopefully shows up for it. There is another Northern Mantis style character you'll be pretty shocking that comes from the infamous fighting game Tao Fang, Fist of the Lotus. This one I had to dig deep into viewing and playing for myself because there just isn't much info out there besides the clans of each character comes from, along with comparing stances, strikes, and mannerisms. Wulong Go is another rep for this style. I mean, just look at him. He's literally wearing a ridiculous Mantis costume on top of that. If that didn't scream loud enough, I don't know what is. But hey, did any of you guys ever played this game back in the day? I didn't. I didn't own an original Xbox, so yeah. Last but not least, the Southern Praying Mantis. It goes over mainly close range combat, focusing on powerful hand techniques and short, explosive movements for that close quarters fighting. It uses short, powerful movements, often on arm and hand conditioning, so very short and jerky movements, along with a real big focus on generating power through strong stances and explosive movements like I mentioned before. It draws a lot of aspects of both internal and external techniques. The big key difference between Southern and Northern Mantis, Southern Praying Mantis is really unrelated to the Northern Praying Mantis style, of its origins. This is its own thing and has nothing to do with Wang Lang on top of that. This really just morphed and became its own style. When it comes to Southern Praying Mantis representation, Street Fighter's very own Pai Mei inspired character Gen holds that crown. Having Mantis and Cray style Kung Fu under his belt, he's able to switch back and forth between both styles on the fly in his gameplay. Having his Mantis used for close range rapid strikes, while his Crane style played in contrast for long range attacks and just keeping the opponent out. You gotta understand, this man is feared in the underground world as one of the most deadliest assassins in the world, while being sick on top of it all and still just bodying fools. Back into the SNK world, Dual Lone from the King of Fighters series is a Southern Mantis and Snake Fist style fighter, using his Mantis style for close-up fights, while everything else long distance is handled with the Snake Fist. Even his sister Xiao Lon from the Maximum Impact games uses these two styles as well. So, what do you guys think of Praying Mantis? It is such a really unique fighting style out there to me, and the fact that the aspects of just learning the difference between Northern and Southern Mantis is quite interesting on that aspect alone, and why I personally feel when it comes to fighting games inclusion of Praying Mantis, it's another one of those unorthodox Kung Fu styles out there that you really don't see too much of, along with the animal styles, which is always a beautiful sight to look at, especially animation wise and everything of those aspects alone. So I honestly feel that is one of the big reasons you just see it just rarely used in fighting games, just because there's not too much representations out there besides, like I mentioned, Lion, Kung Lao a little bit on that aspect, Shujinko, and a few others, but hopefully we end up seeing a bit more resurgence of this fighting style, because I honestly feel that devs really just like to use Mantis and a few other animal styles out there just to add, like, in a sense, that oddball style for their fighting games when it comes to like just trying to create archetype characters out there besides your typical boxer, your karate user, sumo wrestler, things of that nature. So I want you to think back to a lot of the different fighting games that you have out there that you normally play, or those that you haven't played in years, and how often do you come across Mantis and other animal styles out there? Please let me know in the comments below what you think of this style, and also be looking forward to what I have in store for y'all in the future. You guys really sat there and voted your mind of what you want to see up next, so I'll be sure to get to work on that video too as well, and along with a lot of different other projects that I do have going on for the channel. I'm still editing some of the interviews that I do have out there in store for you guys to release onto the channel, so please look forward to that. A lot of interviews going down that I have not revealed yet, and then also all of the beat 'em ups that you guys voted on, and also the upcoming fighting style variants, and even the inclusion of weapon style variants that I'm probably going to be adding to the repertoire of things. That's why I threw in that Tonfa fighters in the community tab vote, to just see how much interest, or would you guys like actually love that, because I was already like coming up with a script and thinking of ways to present that to you guys. But the fact that I still say, yeah, I'm definitely going to be pulling the trigger on that already anyway. But just to know that there is interest out there, but it makes me quite happy. But if you enjoyed today's video, please give a like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can stay updated of any new videos coming to the channel. This is Blackmore here, signing out. Catch you later, folks, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
The study of Kung Fu fighting is ongoing. Don't ever hope to master all of them. So be careful.